start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Prescott airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Williams. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Buccaneers nothing.
As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Number 27.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
Buccaneers, nothing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. 3rd down here.
Watkins.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 35-yard line.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his ramp, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
A give to Jones. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
His kick
And he
is
knocks it through.
makes the score Eagles 14, Buccaneers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Jackson now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick? The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 27, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Number 27.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Prescott drops it to Jones in the flat. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Play action now, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Prescott.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
11-yard line.
Here's second and 10.
Get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Check 4, check 4. Come on now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check 15, check 15.
To throw is Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Jackson now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another run with Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 23-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got
Wentz now to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
All you got to do is
and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
No gain on
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Going up top for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. This ball complete to Rager. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson.
For another.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
1st and 10.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
On the carry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
3 at the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
It's good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Eagles 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Prescott to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Do what we do.
I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to call for the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Sanders.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 31's the mic. Hey, here I come.
To throw is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Wentz to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
31's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And what can Prescott do in the OT? Going deep this time for Miller. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Levante David in on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.